So it's been a week since the release of Destined Rivals. And what if I told you that this price correction that we're seeing right now is building up for something big in the coming future for the set? As many will agree that this set may go down as one of the best main sets of the Scarlet and Violet era. My name is Rafael, and I run an online TCG shop at topshelfcollectibles.com from the basement of my house in Illinois. And in this channel, I try to show you tips and tricks on how to run your own TCG business, as well as discussing the market, trends, collecting, investing as a whole in the TCG market. And in today's video, we have an amazing giveaway. This Pikachu from the Galarian Gallery of Crown Zenith could be yours, and all you have to do is like the video, be subscribed to the channel, and comment down below. You will automatically be entered to win this, and I'll go down and comment down below to whoever the winner is. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about Destined Rivals. As I was doing research for this video, I stumbled upon a couple people talking about what is really going on here, but one video that resonated with me was Anon TCG, which essentially was talking about the fact that Destined Rivals has been the only set that at release had below 2,000 boxes in TCG Player, which was very interesting because every other set before Destined Rivals had 2,000 plus boxes at release. The set, it's still very in demand. A lot of people want Destined Rivals. A lot of people want to rip it. It seems to be a very fun set to open. I had a lot of fun ripping it here in the channel. Could it be that Destined Rivals is being released at a much slower rate than any of the past sets? We don't know, and it's kind of too early to tell. We don't know if Pokemon Company has an ace up the sleeve and is about to get ready to print and throw a lot more into the market. So looking at the previous set, main sets of Scarlet and Violet before the Destined Rivals release, we start with Journey Together. And Journey Together, we can see that at the very beginning, upon release, we were looking at $275 for the booster box. And fast forward to now, we see a 26% decrease, and we're looking at about the 200 price point for the booster box of Journey Together. We also see something similar with the ETB. It started pretty high, 125, and now we are seeing it at $70, a 40% drop from release for Journey Together. So we look at Destined Rivals, and we can see that there is a definite decrease in prices. But remember, the set just came out. All of these prices here before were pre-release prices. So the set just came out, and it seems like it's hovering around the $255 mark. This price here is a 3 month. So if we look at the 1 month here, it seems like it's only been like a 4% drop since its inception to the market. So that's not too bad. And when we look at the ETB, it's also hovering around the $88 mark. But again, the set just released about a week ago. And so we can see that it started at around $100, $120, and now we're sitting at an $88 price for the ETB. But something interesting is that when we see what Surging Sparks did when it came out for the booster box, it's essentially the total opposite of what we're seeing with the last couple of sets of Scarlet and Violet main set, right? We're not talking about any of the specialty sets right now. And Surging Sparks came out at around $120 per booster box back in October, November, and it skyrocketed all the way up to $260. Now, it did take a little bit of a price decrease, 12% or so, but that's because Pokemon Company has been printing a lot more of it and been throwing it into the market. Same thing happened with the ETB, the total opposite. If we go back to when it released, it started around, MSRP, and then you can see a very steep incline, 130% increase on these ETBs. ETB hasn't even been seeing any type of price correction. It seems to be steady at around $120 for the Surging Sparks. So why is it that Surging Sparks has this price correction? It still had the quantities available at release, 2,000 units or more. Same thing with Journey Together. Destined Rivals didn't, and yet it's not going up in the opposite direction. It's not going up. It's staying either stagnant or it's going even a little bit lower for both the ETB and the booster box. And in my opinion, it comes down to the time the set hit the market. When Surging Sparks came out, people were already thinking about Prismatic Evolutions. People were already pre-ordering Prismatic Evolutions. And this is the time where the bull market essentially took its turn. It's when it started, when everything started to get hyped up, because TCG Pocket brought a lot of new faces to the TCG market and to the hobby. TCG Pocket released in October, Surging Sparks released in November, and it caused a lot of commotion for the TCG market. Prismatic Evolutions was already around the corner, set to release in January. And let's be honest, Pokemon Company has been doing this for 25 years. They know what they need to do to create a bull market like the one we're seeing right now. They have created a multi-billion-dollar company, and they have been running it for a very long time, very successfully. So in my opinion, this is the formula that caused Surging Sparks to do the opposite of what all these sets has been doing. And so when we look at Surging Sparks, when we look at Destined Rivals and the time that they get placed into the market, it is 9 months after we have been running up and up and up across the board, right? Singles, sealed, anything that hits the shelves is getting, scooped up by resellers, bots online. So there's such a high demand for so long that when we get to the 9-month mark, like we are right now, Destined Rivals are not seeing that pressure anymore. People are tired of paying high prices, and we can tell by the amount of price correction that we're starting to see. And this is normal. This is normal. This happened in 2020. People started to think that, oh, this is it. We're going down. We're going to zero. The Pokemon products, sealed products, is no longer going to be investable. It is not the case, right? It is just the time that we're living right now. And we are in the summer as well. This is actually a double-edged sword, because in the summer, a lot of people go on vacation. In the summer, a lot of kids get out of school. People plan to go out on vacation with their kids, with their families during the summer. So by nature, naturally, the demand for Pokemon products is less. And so that's why we see what I just showed you with Journey Together and Destined Rivals and the amount of demand and supply. And I can guarantee you the Pokemon Company does this. And what Anon TCG said about the 2,000 for every single set except for Destined Rivals, it's probably due to the fact that Pokemon Company knows this, and they say, why would we put so much in the summer where the demand is naturally lower, where we have already been in a bull market for 9 months, right? It doesn't make sense for us to push it too much, because if they do, we may risk falling into, again, the opposite of the bull market, which is a really, really bad recessionary time for the TCG market. And yes, while that is healthy and it's good for a lot of people, because now you can find product and everything, it's not good for Pokemon as a whole, because we have seen it with other TCGs. When they overprint and they overprint too much, they can really, really damage the sets. They can damage the cards. They can damage the values. And when that happens, that collectability and the people that play a role that collect for value, because to be honest, value does have an impact on the TCG and does draw in people to continue to play in the market and to continue to invest and to continue to collect because of value. And so when you cross that border over with overprinting, now you lose that fraction of the profits of people, right? If you're thinking yourself as Pokemon Company themselves. And so they are walking a fine line. And in my opinion, they have done the right thing so far. I mean, they have done it for 25 years, right? And so Destined Rivals is going to be the best main set of Scarlet and Violet, in my opinion. Remove 151, remove Prismatic Evolutions, and remove Paldean Fates, which are specialty sets. You're left with the top 3, Paldea Evolved, you're left with Surging Sparks, and Destined Rivals. And when you put all 3 together, in my opinion, at the rate that we're going and with the pull rates that I've seen right now, I believe that Destined Rivals may end up at the top of the main sets of the Scarlet and Violet era. So these prices that you see right now, $88 ETBs, in my opinion, for long-term investing, it's a great pickup. The booster box at $250, I am not too happy about that. I am waiting a little bit for the 200 price point on those. But I mean, it may happen that we don't see a huge resurgence of booster boxes in the market, and we never see it around the $200 price point. I don't know. So you have to play your cards right. I'm not telling you to go buy those booster boxes at $250 right now, but I am saying that Destined Rivals, in my opinion, it's a solid set with the amount of cards that it has. The value, because it just came out, it's still up there right now. So I'll say for singles, 100% weighted out. There's still more price corrections to happen. But again, I just wanted to put this video out there to kind of put my thoughts into what I see with the Destined Rivals and all the other sets that we have seen in the Scarlet and Violet era. And hopefully that helps, somebody out there that it's looking to invest or is looking to pick up, a lot of these sets right now. Definitely are in a weird situation right now with the market. So you got to play your cards right and got to know what you're looking at to invest or to start collecting. But as always, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys very, very, very much. And as always, stay positive, keep your head up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.